I think we are live. Okay, it's not. Oh, there's the two people. Welcome to. It looks like we have two people so far. If you just want to give us a hello, would be wonderful in the chat. And yeah, Harmonizing Journey with Katie Oshiwa Nitah, Introductory HJR YouTube live session. Okay, that was interesting. On March 21st, 2026. Looks like we just lost somebody though. That's kind of, I hope they will come back, and I hope we will. I'm kind of because, hey, hello from UK. I can't even, Vigo, YK Vigo. Welcome. I wonder if that's a friend of yours, Lewis.
I don't know anyone from the UK.
Okay.
I mean, that sounds pretty bad, I know, but...
I'm just, again, just giving people a few minutes. We'll probably start at 5 after to get on the link. But yeah. But yes, very, very welcome. Very welcome. And just in case you didn't know, there is a PDF in the description link below for an introductory information that you might, if you can pull it up along with it. I'll be reading through it, but it does, as we're waiting, kind of give you some background. So how have you been, Lewis?
Been really good. No bad dreams. Everything's been really chill. Everything's just really, really lining up.
Cool.
So, what about you?
I've been good. Enjoying the beautiful weather, getting a few things done, getting a few things sold. Hey, we got another person that just joined in, so welcome.
Welcome
to you tuning back in. And again, just kind of giving us a hello to let us know who you are. It would be wonderful, unless you're too embarrassed. But yeah. Okay, we got 3 minutes after. So again, I kind of want to start at maybe 5 after, just trying to give time for people that are trying to get on and find it. And I know it can be frustrating sometimes trying to get on the link. I really would like again, I was just telling Lewis before we started, I will do this session happily and joyfully if I have participants. If I don't, I'm not going to bother. Because I can do it through Zoom and just do a recording of it. But if people do show, that's awesome possums. And I think we're good, because that creates a nice energetic shield of energy. The more people that can join and create and hold space and tune in. And just, I know it's kind of an attitude of mine. Maybe it's bad, maybe it's good. I think it's time for people to really take charge of their life and really, kind of jump off the fence. And do you really want to align with the organic crystal spiral of creation, of perpetual renewal, or not? And so this kind of work is in alignment with that. The work that Ashiana Dean's been doing, Arias, now her last name's Arias, information, her KDDL material 1 through 3 is outstanding. Definitely recommend purchasing or working with her information. She has a lot of free introductory material as well. And then, of course, I have my introduction to Keylonta YouTube lives, Mastery of Keylonta YouTube lives, and the new HJR Insights Tarot show. So I'm kind of branching out and really looking at overall, I guess you could say, our tribe, how we all are working to align, whether it be our own unique way, but utilizing the mechanics to start aligning into the crystal, disengaging from the old net, tube Torus, Fibonacci, flowers of life, dead life, net earth, to getting back onto the organic, perpetually renewing crystal spiral of life that we actually all birthed from. We originated from the Christ star from which we all came from. So we'll be connecting with that mechanics today, and really aligning and connecting into, and I'll of course be reading the intro that'll talk about it again, so I'll be repeating myself some, but are we at 5? Oh, we're at 6 after. So with that, I would say we can go ahead into starting into the session. And we'll starting out just relaxing. I'm going to read the introductory information that the background. Because again, one of the things that I really always have appreciated with Aisha is giving people what's the mechanics, oh, we got a third person. Welcome. And yeah, if you want to introduce yourself and say hello, would be awesome. The mechanics behind when we're working with energies, kind of where it's coming from, what it's about, so that you can utilize your own discernment skills and tune into yourself and feel out, is this something I'm okay with? Which reminds me, I'll probably repeat it again. Anytime with this work that you feel I'm not ready for it, something's off, just, you can say to yourself, obviously, into the energies around you, I need to hold off on that. I'm not ready yet. And just hold space for yourself and just work where, as far as you're comfortable working, right? You don't need to do anything that feels wrong to you. In fact, even, I'm probably going to get a lot of flack with this, but I've really come to the well, I've always felt this way, but I'm really stressing it even more. Even Aisha, that we beloved Aisha, that has brought through phenomenal information that I don't know anybody in many thousands of years has brought through the information that she's brought through. I give credit where credit's due. But even with her, she's not perfect. She's got her own distortions. She's got her own issues. And a lot of stuff for her has been coming up lately. And she's just not really up to what she used to be. And that's okay. She's older now. She's got some physical things going on. The energies are pretty intense. We all are kind of struggling. Again, this disengaging of the old spiral onto the new spiral, it's really rough. It can be really rough. A lot of people, around the world, you're seeing people are going kind of nutty fruitcakeville a little bit. So, you know what I'm saying? So we always, no matter what, we need to tune in, get in that still point within, that quiet space within, breathing within our own internal eternal pillar, and just feel out, is this correct for me? If it's not, it's okay. It just doesn't, and it doesn't even mean it's wrong. It's just not right for you right now. And that's all you can ever work with. Okay. So with that, Harmonizing Journey to Realignment Seminar and Sessions. Again, Katie Oshiwa Nitah. This is beautiful Lewis Oxley, a Grid Keeper member, that's tuning in to hold space with us today.
Yes.
Purpose, and this is a Harmonizing Journey to Realignment Introductory Group Live Purpose and Background Session. This is a journey to connect with and realign with the internal, eternal core of your being. Some may call inner being or higher self of the all that is, God Source First Eternal. You are going back to the core realm from which you were born into, the outer realms of creation. We will do this by a combination of Keylonta technology and Tan-Tri-Ahura mechanics, and just ever so light little hypnotherapy, just to really get you to relax and tune into, so you can relax and really tune into your eternal being and really feel what the energies are coming in. Okay. This can also be a time to answer any questions that you may have. So again, if you have anything that you're coming in with that you want to get answered, have a notepad to the side with those questions. And when we're in the pod, what I call the pod space, and you're at number 4. So welcome to who just tuned in. And again, if you're comfortable saying hello in the chat is awesome to let us know. 5 people. Letting us know who you are would be really awesome. But yes, if you have any questions, just have them have them written down to the side, and we have the portion when you have your own personal connecting in. But so yeah, you'll just have to see. You may get an answer, you may not. Usually, most of the time, people get an answer. But again, this is a group session, so I can't give you undivided attention, right? We're just holding a nice little energetic field of energy together and bringing in our personal, what I like to call our multidimensional clan family to come in and tune in and align. And then if I get guidance, something incoming of information, then I will, of course, share that during the session. And we just dropped off 2 people. Bummer doodles. Okay. The technical information is, I talk about Sanctuary Island, Maya Sun, Deity Plains, Ascension Median Earth, Net Earth, and Solon or My Pod, and Trinity Suns and the 8th Sun, Alhambra, Floating Buddha Rites, are concepts from Sliders 9, 11, and 12, and Beyond the Veils, Workshop 2000 for the Floating Buddhas, 2009, Azurite Press, Easha, Ashiana, Arrayas, Dean, and the Elasa Flame Wave, Arrays Productions, 2013, Ureda, yeah. I just get dyslexic. I have it written down as Yida Ray, but I bet it's Ureda.
Ureda, yeah.
The Wycan, or the Urele Conservatory, Crystal Caverns, and Nomi are terms taken from, again, as I said earlier, the KDDL 1 through 3 material currently on Arrays Productions, although for whatever reason she hasn't put up the KDDL 3 material, so that's kind of above her doodle. She's changing over to what's called Bright Flower Studio at some point, although I haven't seen it actually live. So Harmonizing Journey to Realignment was created through my integration of the material, along with the love and support of my Clan Guardian family team. Okay. Katie Nitah, Catherine Brackeen, and HJR Seminars LLC are in no way affiliated with Easha Arrayas and Azurite Press or Arrays Productions, except for my love and appreciation of their work. We will first travel to Sanctuary Island, located off the coast of Amayasan, Aurora Earth Deity Plains, eternal internal cave of creation core spirit body, connecting geographically to Siesta Key and Mayaka Lake, Florida, USA, a place to connect with the Deity Plains, which is the Christic core encryption held in the Aurora Continuum. Frequency spectra blends with the frequency spectra of the dimensional domain structure of Cosmea planes, to which the Dha Yha frequency spectra creates a new set of trans-time spatial reality fields literally materialize, linking the domain space-time coordinate with its aurora perfect expression through a set of materialized transcendent dimensional planes. Page 8 out of the Sliders 11 handout. And your original core Rishaic encryption is stationed there. Basically, that's kind of saying, connecting with what I like to call the bypass system. The integral bridge, 7 bridges closed, rainbow pillar bridge, so, which you can see on the image in front of you. But kind of, I'm not sure what that looks like. The beautiful rainbow pillar, the little Nitah ray zone on the top. You can, in essence, link into these planes with your Mashaya Hana residential prayer salon, lovingly referred to as my pod. It's a teardrop shape or flame-like shaped energetic sphere. At first, it's like finding a long-lost home. Eventually, it becomes you and you become it. A bit of the deity plane sanctuary island is brought into your everyday earth life, which makes life go from being a net trapped earth energy to an aurora perpetually renewing new earth world. And I just, if someone would like to okay, yes, I just got a little comment there. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, yes, Aisha's definitely beloved. Appreciate her. All the work she's done. She's a special soul. Oh, I did want to ask, how does the sound sound? Is there any loud background noise? And if there is, we may want to try and see if we can lower it while we got the audience there to let us know that it's bad or not bad, or it's okay. So I'll keep reading and look to see if if someone wants to comment on that. Okay. To just see where I stopped at. Okay. In January 2013, Earth merged Net Earth and Ascension Median Earth, creating Aurora Earth. And
yeah, it's all good.
All is good with the sound. Okay, awesome. I don't know what it is when I listen to the playback. There's this sort of loud background sound. Although I've noticed when you turn the volume down, it kind of goes away and you can still hear us clearly. So it may just be something on my end with my equipment. So, although Lewis says he hears it too. Okay, so in January 2013, Earth merged Net Earth and Ascension Median Earth, creating Aurora Earth. When Aisha Ashiana brought through data streamed our connection to this place, the Aurora Continuum was just a state of consciousness. We are now merging Aurora Earth with Urea Earth of the eternal Aya Ia core of source within the Urele Conservatory of Creation. And that would be more of the Tan-Tri-Ahura spirit body teachings. We reconnect the outer domain's light body structure with our internal eternal spirit body's original core Rishaic encryption structure through the 7 suns linked into the central sun of creation. Out of the central sun, we manifest through the Trinity Gate suns, pale blue, aquiline, and pearly white. A hidden sun called the 8th sun, or the golden silver one, surrounded all the suns. And this is where the Alhambra abides. The Alhambra are the crystal people, our eternal crystalline plasma liquid sound consciousness from the eternal internal core domains of the deity planes through the D planes to the eternal core of the Urele Conservatory, who comes into doing bioregenesis, realigning, and evacuating when a universal time matrix has gone down way too many rabbit holes and is having trouble finding its way back. We can connect with higher levels of self to become awake to the God Source First Eternal, Dha Yha TEI, Yumi, We, Us, They, It, capital I, capital T. Manifesting is easier as we live in a win-win world where we experience the interconnectedness of everyone and everything in our existence. You can experience the elasive flame energy. Okay. Okay, sorry. You can. I was gonna show an image, but I realized I forgot. I'll show it later. You can experience the elasive flame energy from this place, which carries the encryption code to mathematically realign your personal Christ star core helioplasma flows. From this space, you can connect to your consciousness stationed there, becoming aware of who you are on your own terms and at your own pace. After all, we never get it done and we never get it wrong as the eternal beings we are. A little bit of Abraham Hicks there. All right, we will be connecting with something called the Day Center, and that's located basically about an inch below your navel. And this spot connects us within the deity planes at the mouth of the eternal core of the Aphia state of the all that is, as we're going from the kind of middle into the inner, into the core domains from which we all came from. We will eventually be going into deeper states. This session is essential in activating your MyPod Salon space for conscious contact with your inner being, for healing and realigning the neural network pathways. Once you establish a connection with what's called your floating Buddha Shada shield, and these are beings that are connecting into what we call Eartha, that shield or field, it will remain active for 48 hours. You will connect with your what we call slider family, a portion of yourself that helps you maneuver through the multidimensional domains of the light body structure. They work to realign the neural network pathways within the inner core of the all that is that you be. This family will stay with you until they help you fully embody Aurora New Earth now. Excuse me. The next point we're going to be working with is something called the Keylonta seal, and that's located at the tip of your sternum, right above your belly, right at the top of your belly, right below your rib cage. The Keylonta seal is a powerful spot that connects us to our eternal internal core of creation. It holds the spirit quantum we were birthed with. So when people do inner child work, right, that would be you're connecting into that spirit quantum. It's another way of saying your inner child. And you feel it usually in that solar plexus area. I'm hoping my mic didn't just make a funny sound. Okay. Yeah, the spirit quantum we were born with, which embodies our living, and it also embodies our living plasma water's consciousness. Also, we recently activated the heart of Athema in the same area, which connects us directly to the core domains of creation. Today, we will connect to this space to activate your floating Buddha Shada shield. The Shada shield is a horizontal hierophant in the shape of a six-pointed Merkaba star to which each member of your personal Buddha team or sits at a corner of the star, points of the star, with you in the center. There's two healers, the Kisa and the A-Ray, and these helpers are working to realign up within your Buddha team, working to realign your neural network pathways within the eternal internal core of your being. And when I reference neural network pathways, that's another way of saying, for those that follow Keylonic science, the energy lines and energy centers of the cathara grid structure, which we know spiral, have spiraling vortices, and they interface with other cathara grids to make bigger cathara grids, to make bigger cathara grids of bigger parts of self, right? That all interface with their shaped pillars and all that good stuff that we've been talking about in the introduction to Keylonta YouTube Lives. And these beings are, again, connected to Eartha, which is a planet that's actually interfaced in the Andromeda system. And we, as a Milky Way system, fell out of the Andromeda system and kind of created our own system. We are bit by bit merging back, and that's part of aligning back with the crystal spiral as well. We happen to have many eons ago hosted in as the Amenti sphere within the core of Eartha. So that's kind of interesting mechanics with that, not for today. But just so you know, from the middle domains, and Eartha aligns more with the middle domains, more closer hubgate system to go into the middle, into the core, but it interfaces at the middle. We're more in the outer sort of, I don't want to say fallen, but just very more materialized. Eartha is still 3D, but much lighter. Their bodies are not as dense as ours, and they have more alignment with their pillar and their full multidimensionality of their different domain relationships. But again, we talk about in the introduction to Keylonta's YouTube Lives. All right. So from the middle domains to join, okay, so again, connecting into the Kisa A-Ray healers within your Buddha team, they themselves are very much aligned within the middle domains to join you in the outer domains through this integral bridge bypass system of this time-space reality. We also call it the Aurora platforms as part of that mechanics. That's where we get the Aurora Earth. It's activating these different platforms of dimensional reality. That's another way of saying it. To join us in the outer domains of this time-space reality to your eternal internal core of your being as the all that is, God Source First Eternal, Dha Yha TEI Aurora. The Kisa are the sparkle people from the Shala 3 Iridani healing temples within the middle domains and specialize in resurrection healing. And actually, next month, we do, I think it's part 3 of introduction to the Guardians. I was spacing out exactly what I call it. We'll be giving you even more detail about them. So, this sparkle current that they run will run through the spine and let's see, did I miss something? I guess not. Okay. We'll run through the spine and the bones so that the biot attached to the spine cannot reattach. Biot is a form of miasms, dead-like crystals, second creation finite programs. They are master counselors. The A-Ray are from the Ashalam Edonic healing temples, again, middle domains, and are biological healing specialists. And you'll have one healer in front of you, one healer behind you. They are huge. They are huge. I think they're huge in our realm, but normal size in Eartha. Excuse me, sorry. The A-Ray are from the Asha. Okay, I did say that. Your healing team, in concert with your inner being collective, because you will be bringing in bigger parts of yourself in to align with. Will send a wave of love light that will release the karmic core imprint for your density 1 probable selves, as well as density 2 and density 3 selves. It will clear the core imprint and assist you so that you are not taking on stuff from your other simultaneous incarnate selves. It will also clear more of this lifetime, like the fetal imprint and the pain associated with childhood and similar things in your holographic template. Also, whatever else you were guided here to do. And I just kind of got the feeling density 2, okay, density 1 is our incarnate level. Density 2 is our soul and angelic reality. And density 3 would be our oversoul level, okay, which would, when you're talking about a system that's fully functioning, would be your archangel level. And density 2 would be your angelic realm. So, in a system that's actually fully functioning. The Dha healers are willing to come and comfort you if you ask at any time. They will assist you whenever you need help reconnecting to your inner being. Okay, so we'll look at the Urea Earth connection. Okay. And so happy that the last few years we can say the crystal caverns are open. These caverns connect to a transpositional space-time reality within the Urea fields, linking our current light-body 3D reality of this time and space to the organic, eternal spirit core of Dha Yha TEI within the Urea Lake Conservatory. This connection allows us to create the original Earth core encryption within the Urea Lake Conservatory, our first cause light birthing center. Here, Urea Earth was conceived. From the ground up, we can create our personal new Earth world. And I just kind of add to that, Urea Earth, I would say at this point right now, is maybe kind of more like what heaven could be. And Aurora Earth is where we're at physically as we line up to that. And Urea Earth actually holds the energetic field for Urea Earth to compensate for a lot of the distortions on the planetary level. But as time goes on and we develop it more, we're probably going to more and more create Urea Earth and align into it. And Aurora Earth at some point will probably become more like what I'm coining as Urea Earth. Okay. The next thing to look at is what we call the cloak of the Eternal Ones. Also could be considered the Great Protectorate, is an eternal spirit water vapor collective from deep into the core of Source itself. They are biologically linked to the Jeshua 12 or Christ and White Buffalo Woman lineage. They are like a cloak of energy that you put on that covers every cell of your body. They and the Buddha team, aka Slider family from Eartha, are both parts of your clan family. They just represent a different dimensional aspect of self. Because Aisha's completely right. I agree with her. You don't want to be bringing in, you don't want to be being a medium. You don't want to be bringing in somebody that's not your spirit family or somewhat connected to ancestrally, because it can kind of mess with your DNA. So these guys are definitely part of your family, just again at a different dimensional aspect of self. We have been able to traverse many questionable places in this energy. One feels lighter, loving, peaceful, joyful, and able to take on a crazy world with ease. Recently, this presence has taken on a rainbow soapy bubble presence that moves through realigning and recalibrating what it touches back to its organic state. In this presence is significant in part B, the realigning process. And or I thought I was going to add to this. Also, we've connected into something called the neuroball energy that Blessed Aisha has brought through. And she has a beautiful diagram code to use for that. And my previous live harmonizing journey with Katie Oshiwa Nitah session, we utilized that. So you definitely want to check out the playlist for harmonizing journey with Katie Oshiwa Nitah. Have a few different sessions that we did over a number of different topics. And again, just as a reminder, always remember at any point you can say no to not doing something. This is your time. You make it what you want, right? You align with whatever works for you. Okay. Excuse me. Preparation. It is good to wear comfortable, loose-fitting clothes. Stay well hydrated with either mineral water or filtered water. Always good to have water handy. And there's a lot of releasing that occurs during these sessions, a lot. So when you want to remember when the session's over with, drink a big glass of water and probably take a walk, move around, stretch to really integrate the frequencies that you brought through. Include any crystals or other items you traditionally use in ceremony that you are guided to use. And okay, again, you will be connecting with your own eternal internal core of your being in this session. So remember to breathe and allow the flow of your authentic self to communicate through you. So whenever you feel any tension, anxiety, or I cannot do this, just stop and breathe. Relax. Again, with each breath, as you feel yourself back into your body, because usually when we start getting anxious and nervous, we go out of what's called go out in the weeds, and we're off in tangents around us. Remember, this is a journey of joy, so have fun with it, allowing your imagination to be a vehicle for your spirit to soar. And that's kind of really an important part. A lot of the time we feel like what comes into our mind is just totally just imagination, but your bigger parts are utilizing that your brain faculties to show symbolic or imagery. So when I would say the difference is when you think, I'm going to think an apple. I want to visualize an apple. Well, that's totally imagination. But if you're just minding your own business, you've got a clear mind on your viewing window screen on the inside of your forehead. Images and things come up to in your mind. Don't just push them. Don't just think I'm just my imagination. You may actually be picking up on things. And so just relax in your mind and keep your mind relaxed, and just on the images that come, you can then bring them through. All right, and with that, just relax and enjoy. Okay, part A, the journey, setting the space for the journey. The following prayer is a suggestion to do, as it acts as a homing beacon to help ensure you get to where you want to go without interference, particularly for those who hold a lot of fear and resistance. You can say it to yourself or out loud. This link has an excellent selection of pisms or songs, so follow your guidance on what you want to do before you start. Also include the personal prayers that you use in ceremony to help you prepare. The first paragraph and part of the second I have updated to add new guardians. So, all right. The Crystal River Prayer Sequence by Erase Productions. And again, the PDF handout that you have in the description has the link for this. Or just, again, going to Erase Productions or erase.com. Right. And ARHAYAS. Okay. So the Crystal River Prayer and Invocation of the Elisa Silver Sea Councils, and GA-NYYAC, TAEFW, ETYC, EAAC, and AMCC, MCO for Silver Sea Crystal River Plasma Host Activation and Amplification. Shadu Elisa Alhambra Don Etale Sun Jadradu, Easta Inta O Darujamina, La Sa Sun Vita Elave, Los tila iloho, kumana in Nitah jadi. Ilesa sunta e amitajuntu. Ilesa sunta e amitajuntu. Ilesa sunta e amitajuntu. In the Christic name and action of God Source First Eternal, the Eternal Christ, Nomia Yusafre Yorea Alhambra, Aria, Nomia Yorea Alhambra, First Absolute Right Flower Founders, Ilania Topelia Yorea, Christa Ariana Areas Cosminas Alhambras, the Elesa Silver Sea Councils, and the Alhambra Magistrate Sea Councils of Cosminas. Dha Yha TEI Aurora Unaleita Shet Alhambra. Alhambra, 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 Alhambra. Inhale, hold. Putting your hands in prayer posture in front of the tip of the sternum. Hold, feeling into the rainbow crystal spark within the tip of your sternum, within the heart of Ephima or the Carinatia seal. Hold to build charge, feeling yourself going within that spark crystal. And then on the out breath, releasing and saying Alhambra. Urinde Sahura, Ila Tre Himu, Sen Aurora, Der Lojos and Dinabe, Kumza Eho Der Eteta, Shet Alhambra, Kumse Adila, Entor Elavi, Kasminya Alhambra, Shushwa Avi. Te Asia Intidore, Te Asia Intidore, Te Asia Intidore. Arianya Ilesa Alhambra Abriadan, Arianya Ilesa Alhambra Abriadan, Arianya Ilesa Alhambra Abriadan. Uma etre ina e, Uma etre ina e, Uma etre ina e, Ekasha. The elemental or call command, and you will be repeating out loud after me, unless of course you have the PDF pulled up in front of you, then you can repeat it yourself. Also, this call will be used in future work in entering your pod space. So repeating after me. Ashaya, Nira, Ocha, Sa. Ashaya, Nira, Ocha, Sa. Ashaya, Nira, Ocha, Sa. Harmonizing meditation. Breathe in and breathe out a nice, easy, deep belly breath. We're going to breathe into different areas of the body as you are mindful of them. So breathing in, you have hands, arms, shoulders, neck, head, spine, breathing into the hips and pelvis, legs, knees, ankles, and just in case my voice gets a little too quiet, if somebody wants to just give me a little note message that says, hey, speak up. Because sometimes when I go in, my voice gets a little quiet. Feeling connected to the floor. being aware of where you are either sitting or lying down, how either the bed or chair supports your body, how the floor supports either the bed or the chair. The floor is supported by the earth, all the way down into Nomi Earth Core Seed Field. Breathe into the core. Then sense the energy coming up, 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 flowing up to the bottoms of your feet. Breathe into the bottoms of your feet. Then breathe in the bottoms of your feet, breathing down 6 inches below your feet. Then breathing in at that 6-inch point below your feet, breathe down another 6 inches below your feet to make it a total of 12 feet beneath you. Feel a popping sensation as a pale silver rainbowish energy moves up through your central body current, flowing up around you into that flows up through your central body current at the top of your head, flowing up to chakra 14, about 36 inches above your head. You can also consider it the deep space point. Breathe into chakra 14. Feeling the energy return, flowing down to the top of your head. Then move the energy down into your heart area. So moving into your heart. Hold the breath in your heart area to build some charge. Build, charge, build, charge. And then when you release the breath, you're going to release the breath and it'll flow into the cells of your body and build a nice little energy field around your body. With each breath, you feel more relaxed. Be mindful throughout the journey of your breathing. And whenever you feel any tension, breathe in, hold the breath, and then slowly release it into the area of tension. Feeling even more relaxed and at ease. Observe the sounds, smells, and sensations around you. And then let them go as you go deeper into the flow of your breath. We will now build your personal Shada shield, the floating Buddhite. You will again be repeating after me. So, with that, Azutu Eve Kumsa Evo Zata Etu Kisa Ere Kevo Sieta Ajun Ese Tua Nuan Kusa Teva Umshadra Tise Hevo. Now breathe easily as your Shada Cloister family members orb in to take their position again in the hierophant configuration of the Star of David, you in the center. They will be each at the points, 6 points around you of the Star of David. When you sense them all settled in around you, we will move on to the next step. Okay, building your Shada Cloister floating Buddha shield continues. So taking a breath into your heart, then you're going to, when you release it, you're going to release it down into the tip of your sternum, into the carinatus seal. So, take another breath, breathing it directly now into the tip of your sternum, carinatus seal area. You're going to hold your breath, build charge a little bit, and then release into that area. Okay, I'm going to read, well, I want to read first. You know what to do, and then we'll do it. So you're going to take another breath into this area, to the tip of your sternum, carinatus seal area, part of Ephema. You're going to hold, again, hold on a second. Excuse me. You're going to hold, and then when you go to, this is careful, you want to pay attention to this. When you release the breath, you're going to release a 6-point breath horizontally out to each cloister member, sending each member a streamer of plasma living water vapor. Okay, so breathing into that heart of Ephema, build charge, build charge, build charge, hold, 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 and then releasing that 6-point horizontal breath to each member of the streamer of plasma living water vapor. Experience the cloister shield building in frequency, sensing the counter-rotating circulation of energy building charge. We will now do the rising command chant. And to keep in mind as you repeat the words I'm going to get ready to say, the shield that you're sitting on will rise up, carrying the 6 cloister members' orbs up. When you sense the shield above your head, the 6 cloister members will deorb and become bipedal form. Okay. All right. So repeating after me. Esta entero Dha su Navarro. 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 And just one more time. Esta entero Dha su Navarro. They are now floating Buddhas, your floating Buddhas. As you continue breathing in, you will sense the counter-rotating spin speed increasing. And we will now do the union command. So before we do that, you're going to breathe again into the carinatia seal at the tip of your sternum. You're going to hold to build charge. And then you're going to slowly release the breath as kind of wherever you're at developmentally. It might be your etheric body, your astral body, your plasma trua body, could be your Nomi. Wherever you're at, that body will begin to float up, okay, as you release the breath, to join the Shada shield above your head. When you feel that part of you has gone up into the shield, kind of you're going to top up the breath. You're going to hold that breath at the top of the exhale just for a moment. And then on the inhale, you repeat the phrase I'm going to have you say. Okay, so breathing in to the carinatia seal, hold to build charge a little bit in quantum. Hold, hold, hold. And then slowly releasing the breath as you feel yourself floating up, 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 the breath, up into that shield above your head. Hold, topping the breath at the top, hold at that exhale point. And then on the inhale, tu, si, te, I'm just going to repeat it again in case somebody didn't catch it. A tu, or a ta, si, te, Okay. Now you have become the seventh Buddha. You're in the driver's seat. There's support for you, help you out. And there will be a supportive influence throughout the process and will help out with the realigning process. You've got the two healers, you've got playmates, you've got just people that are just beings that are just there to kind of give you guidance and information when you go to connect into the Aurora platforms in the future, connecting into the crystal caverns, personal things you just want information on and you want a second opinion, because it's always a second opinion. Your opinion's the primary opinion, right? Okay. All right, we are ready now to actually do the journey itself. Okay. As you gently breathe, feel the connection to your Sheta shield and how that also connects with the Aurora Nomi Earth core field. And you can open your eyes and look at the screen. As you gently breathe, feel the, okay, I did say that. Imagine standing on Siesta Key Beach, Florida, right at the shore's edge. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your face and the breeze lightly blowing through your hair. The waves are gently lapping against the sand. This very large crystalline travel vehicle is up in the air about 10 feet in front of you. This crystalline travel vehicle will take you to Sanctuary Island. You will sense it opening up receptively to your thought intention to enter. Breathe, holding the intention of entering into the crystalline travel vehicle. You will feel love, peace, and respect as you sit within the crystalline travel vehicle as it waits for your command. Command the crystalline travel vehicle to Sanctuary Island. Swiftly but smoothly, the crystalline travel vehicle makes its way to Sanctuary Island. This vehicle is transparent, allowing you to see all around you. you see this tiny speck way off in the distance. As the structure moves closer, the speck grows a little larger and larger until finally, as you can see on the screen, it becomes a huge island. This island has a sizable mountain with cascading waterfalls, trees, grass, crystal trees, and healing pools. You see now at the top of the mountain a dome-shaped building. You know something is yours, so you direct the crystalline travel vehicle to enter the domed building. You enter the domed building to find many teardrop-shaped salon pods. And there is one on the screen. Enter the domed building to find many teardrop-shaped salon pods. You float until you see a place to land. The crystalline travel pod lands softly in the sand. The door opens, allowing you to depart the pod. Your foot lightly touches very fine crystal sand, soft and pleasing to the touch. You look around, gaining your bearings and standing firm on the ground. Looking around for your salon, you spot one that you know without a doubt is your pod. The feeling is so strong, beckoning you to come. And again, the little smaller ones on the side, little teardrop-shaped structures. That bigger image is one cut in half, so you can see inside. You make your way step by easy step to your pod. The door opens, emitting a soft, warm light. Tentatively, you step into your salon onto a very long, narrow platform that runs to a larger central platform. Beneath you are running the aquifers of the Cosmea, Dream Stream, Aya, God Source Field, which is direct access to the power that creates worlds. God Source First Eternal, Aya Aye, Yumi We Us They It, capital I, capital T. All along the wall is a cascading waterfall. Carefully you make your way along this narrow platform, up again to that large central platform, and in the center of it, there's what looks like a little circular, comfortable doggy-like bed. Okay. You now step onto the circular doggy bed-like structure. This is your manifestation template. As you stand on this template, you breathe in, sensing the energetic template, Ray Rug, Dimension 12 Mahoric Shield manifestation template that connects you into the deity plane's internal, eternal cave of creation core. This is your private space where only those you invite can come in. As you feel the connection of your personal energetic manifestation template, sense the movement of the aquifers below you. You will begin to see and sense the cloudy vapor of the Trinity Sun's pearly white, pale blue, and aqualine moving up into the manifestation platform and up into your body. Breathe it into your day center again, located about an inch below your navel. Hold, feel a little charge, and then release. And take a few more day center breaths. Next, you will sense the IA lens at the top of the pod opening up to receive from deep space the Christ star above, where we all come from, the Sun 8 Alhambra, gold and silver, internal, eternal structure, pillar of peace, and that you see in the diagram, activated. Will come down, aligning with your central body currents, grounding and stabilizing down into the manifestation template beneath you. Next, sense, imagine, and you can open your eyes again, the elasive flame wave ignites, flowing through your body. Seeing those colors spiraling through you like a flame. Take a moment to move with the wave. As you breathe, you are finding yourself relaxing and going even deeper and deeper into the eternal, internal core of your being. Feel and sense your circular manifestation template beneath you as the Trinity Sun vapor aquifers circulate beneath you and cascade down the walls around you. You become more relaxed as your breath ebbs and flows with the waters. As the energy moves through the body, feel it pulsing in your palms as you gently squeeze your hands into fists, causing the palm chakras to spark and pulse as you continue breathing, going deeper and deeper into the core of your being. The pulsating plasma pillar of peace energy. You feel it moving throughout your body. You sense once again you have hands. Breathing in to pull the pillar energies into your hands. Your arms. Your shoulders, your neck, Breathing into your head, into your pineal. Hold the breath with pillar breath within your pineal. Hold to build charge, circulate, circulate, build charge, circulate, circulate, build charge, circulate, circulate. Pulsal, can't say it. Pulsal, sparkle pulse release. Flowing down the spine. Breathing down into your hips and pelvis. Holding with breathing into your day center point. Hold the pelvic floor. Hold within the day center point. Hold. Build charge. Circulate, circulate, build charge, circulate, circulate, build charge, circulate. Sparkle pulse release. Flowing down your legs, knees, ankles. Feeling the connection to the earth again. Feeling the life of Aurora Nomi Earth Core Seed Field circulating throughout your whole body. As a Trinity Vapor Sun energy, the Alhambra golden silver flakes and the Alesa flame frequencies oscillate throughout your body within your pod space. You will become even more relaxed as you will now want to sit down on your comfortable doggy bed-like manifestation template. Breathing it in and out. How comfy and cozy you are as all tension completely leaves your body. As you sit or lie there, you feel yourself expanding as a part of yourself connects directly to your manifestation template, and a portion is expanding into your shade, a floating Buddha shield around your body. As you also embody the Alesa flame flowing through the great central pillar around you within your pod space, connecting you to even deeper levels of your inner being. Continue for a moment or two to breathe into the core of your being and then expanding the breath into deeper levels of your inner being, of the all that is, God Source First Eternal. Dha Yha TEI. There is a profound stillness in this space. And the Pism of the Infinite Eternal One, the call of Dha Yha TEI command. And again, for those who have pulled up PDF, you can sing along with me. It's the tonal activation matrix for the Cosmosa and Cosmea AIA Dream Stream. Activates Dream Stream Purple Rain flow in the IA body and atomic structure. And it's by Reyes Productions. Haya, 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 nabe. Haya, 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 nabe. Haya, hey, haya, sa, tie, su, horea, sia, sa. Haya, 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 nabe. Haya, 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 nabe. Haya, hey, haya, sa, tie, su, horea, sia, sa. Haya, 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 nabe. Haya, 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 nabe. Haya, hey, haya, sa, tie, su, horea, sia, sa. in the stillness of this space. Feel your manifestation template again beneath you. Feel it down into Nomi Earth Core Seed Field, stable and strong. Giving you the strength to raise your consciousness. The Dha Yai lens opens up even wider into your eternal, connecting into your eternal clan family, the next pod space up. You are connecting deeper with your eternal neural network clan family pathways, the mind of the all that is, God Source First Eternal, higher Dha Yai. Just breathe into the space as you expand, staying connected to your manifestation template beneath you, within your pod space. Attentively feel their energy signature. When you feel okay, as you feel up into the space, next pod space up, then invite them in as you spiral up, again, still staying grounded in your manifestation template, but a part of you expands up into their space as they spiral down and anchor into your manifestation template beneath you, within your pod space. And they anchor in, creating a mighty pillar of energy to which your pod space can travel. Now hold the intention of connecting to the crystal caverns of the Ureta fields. And again, you can kind of open your eyes and see the crystal cavern image with the rainbow floor bridge. Feel the energetic connection into the cavern. Float in this space. Feel a spot waiting for you to land. Intend your pod space to land. Once you land, experience the crystals are humming and activating to your tonal signature as your pod interfaces with the crystals around you. Take a moment to experience the energy and ensure you are okay to move on to the next step. When ready, the pod will open up around you into the crystal cavern space. And again, always remember to go only where you feel comfortable. Take time to get grounded in this space, being as visceral as possible. Utilize your inner vision, audio, and sense feel. Look down at your body. Do you have a body? Are you an orb? How are you dressed? Are you holding or carrying anything? Feel with your hands what the rocks around you feel like. What are the smells and sensations around you? As you become stable in this space, look around or sense feel for a water source of the cloak of the eternal ones. If it be a water vapor, a stream, a pool, or a fountain, it should be right next to you. Sense, feel the energy, and when you feel comfortable, permit them to connect with you. There will be shimmers of gold and pale blue throughout the water as it begins to activate within your fields. Eventually, they merge into rainbow soapy bubbles, forming a cloak around your cellular structure and shifting you into a lighter state of consciousness. They will now interface with the Pillar of Peace energy and your floating Buddha team. So you'll start also noticing that you feel the connection of your shade of shield. You have your floating Buddha team around you. One healer in front of you. One healer behind you. Again, they're very huge, the two healers. The other ones are a bit smaller, some very small. You'll find part of their body down into the floor. And their head probably pretty much could very well be touching the top of the ceiling of the cavern. This is when you and your Buddha team work together to clear and heal any blocks you may have, connecting with your eternal expression as the all that is, God Source First Eternal, Dha Yha TEI. Periodically breathe the Pillar of Peace breath you activated earlier into the session to amp the charge. So it's running through your central body current. You can spread it out. You can hold intention to send it to areas that need attention. In this unique space for future reference, remember the experience from your you'll always be connecting first initially into this space. Good to have a journal. You might even want to have an audio tape player to record anything that guidance you might get that you may just want to say out loud. You may, within your pod space, when you do you can always incorporate as well when you're in this space, yoga, dance, anything that inspires you to really integrate throughout your whole cellular structure. All right, so we're going to just take our time and starting with your root chakra, you're going to breathe, and you're also going to ask to bring any of your clan family, again, your multidimensional clan family, higher self, higher aspects. Could even say, if you're working with any guardians, you also bring in a Hamburger here, the Nomi, the Yusufrays, are all here. If you want to ask for them to come in and help with anything that you're working on. But we'll start out with breathing through each central body current chakra. So starting with the root chakra, you'll breathe a few pillar breaths into your root chakra, then you'll go through your sacral. You're going to breathe it up to your solar, You're going to breathe it up to your heart, your throat, your pineal. You're going to feel out any areas. I will be right back. Just keep focusing in, breathing, holding space. I'll be right back. Just feel with each breath, as you move the pillar energy through each chakra, you feel lighter, more at peace. As you're moving up along your central body current, you come to a particular chakra that you feel a lot of resistance and just feels a lot of emotional stuff going on. Just really come back and focus on that chakra as you breathing in, breathing out, backwards and forwards, in and out, spiraling, spiraling, recalibrating, recalibrating, realigning, realigning, clearing, clearing. Breathing up into that chakra. Hold, feeling the rainbow soapy bubbles penetrating, working, 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 breaking things up, breaking up the miasmic buildup, breaking, 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 and release. Do a few clearing breaths. As it continues to clear out, And one of the beautiful things about this work that I think is different than most things out there is this pillar piece energy. It literally realigns and recalibrates what was out of alignment, what was reversed, what was miasmic, and brings it back into its organic state again. And whatever you took on that wasn't yours is released back to where it came from, or wherever it or wherever it liked to go. And what is yours again that had gotten reversed is now running correctly and organic and can be quantum integrated into your field structure. Yeah, just really feeling out your body. And as you tune in, you connect in. And again, each breath, you feel lighter, more at ease. And again, you may, I'll just go ahead and do it again. You may either, some people may need to continue focusing on the same chakra. Some may feel they have another chakra they want to work in. So whatever you may want to do, focusing on the same chakra, but going deeper into the center of the, actually going into the center of the part of self that's kind of stuck there. It may be a past lifetime, another density plane self that's locked in. But if you've got a lot of miasmic buildup in a particular spot, it's usually because either maybe it could be a part of your consciousness from childhood or adulthood or past life. It's just stuck and locked, kind of a PTSD thing in a particular area. Okay, so you just want to go deep into that part of expression of yourself, of that self that's living out a Keylon coded thought bubble reality. Another way of looking at it as well. So breathing in, breathing out, backwards and forwards, in and out, spiraling, spiraling, recalibrating, recalibrating, realigning, realigning, clearing, clearing. Breathing in and hold, feeling those rainbow soapy bubbles really going into that part of self that's just kind of stuck. Hold, 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 feeling some kind of trauma, breaking that trauma up, breaking the miasmic buildup up. Release, releasing, releasing, realigning, recalibrating. And you feel with that release, more of you, who you are, your eternal expression, your authentic Dha Yha TEI, who you are as the all that is, from that next clan family connection right up, of the next pot space up, they're able to stream in and align with your cellular structure, and it be able to, so it's a feeling of harmony. It's a feeling of peace, joy, awareness. You actually feel in your mind more awake and aware, because each ego identity aligns to the next ego identity, and they all harmonize. So harmonic universe 1, your incarnate, your soul level, your oversoul, your avatar, your rishi, on out, they all become aligned and expanded and integrated through the neural network pathways of the mind of the all that is, right? The energy lines and energy sends of the catharic grid structures. So you're opening yourself, you're connecting into that, into more of you, you're expanding into more of you. The only thing that's stopping this full connection is whatever miasmic buildup you have in your body template. So the more that you can align with this mechanics and breathe the pillar energies to realign and recalibrate. And again, what you might have taken on from a past life, right? Or even earlier in this lifetime. And you were living out a PTSD over and over and over again in that particular area of your body, of your blueprint. Your body is a blueprint template structure that also interfaces with the world around you, your personal planetary morphogenic field structure. So you're continually recreating the same type of different scenarios over again. But when you can realign and recalibrate and clear those programs, bring in more of your eternal being, and then begin to express as your authentic expression here and now in this time-space reality, to eventually, poof, you spark, pulse, align, and your whole morphogenic field structure will align into a fully engaged Aurora Earth, and then even better, fully engaged Uranus, right? It'll be interesting to see over time how that outpictures, but that's the main gist of it. It's nothing complex, but it is learning. It is helpful to learn the mechanics, understand discernment skills, becoming aware, not just being an open atavistic sponge that just takes on the good, bad, and the ugly, right? We're learning discernment skills now. We're learning to take in the good, feel out the bad, work through that, learn from that, and to definitely learn what the ugly is and to disengage from it, right? Okay. And really take the time, a few minutes, to just feel that energy signature of who you are as an eternal being, as that next pod space up of your multidimensional clan family consciousness, right? Blends, interfaces into your physical structure. Within your pod space holds your spirit quantum so that this consciousness can more easily come in and interface in a nice, safe way without the interference that we have in this net Earth's outer realm reality. The more you learn the mechanics, the more you can integrate and become mindful and aware. But again, you just noticed you're doing it. It's not a requirement. Okay. And again, we are aligning with, when I say the organic, that's another way of saying with the crystal spiral, right? We're disengaging the old net tube torus, Fibonacci spiral, flowers of life, Kabbalistic death spiral program that we've been living within, basically for the most part, since Atlantis went under. I want to say about 9 to 10,000, no, let's say more like 11 to 12,000 years ago. I believe the Kabbalistic teachings came in to compensate around that time with the teachings in India when we began the post-Atlantean epoch civilization. We became base 10 instead of base 12. So we're now aligning our 11th and 12th, so we can no longer use the Kabbalistic structure anymore. And it's became more of an imprisonment than helping us at this point. Yeah, just keep breathing and just really getting grounded and really, again, making the experience as visceral as possible before we come back. So really feeling the hum of the crystals, the consciousness of the crystal cavern, the beings, the Alhambra, the Nomia, the Yusafes, the Urea clansmen are even down here. And of course your Buddha team holding space with you and helping you to ground and stabilize your own eternal being, coming in through that next pod space up. Just feeling that connection. Again, every breath you take, every time you release a little bit more miasmic buildup, you're able to align into your cellular structure. And again, right, hopefully you have a pen and paper or a recording device or something next to you. You may be getting insights, awarenesses coming in. Just really embodying who you are, expanding and awakening into that. All right. So as we look to come back, so you're going to feel, you're also, again, with the aligning of the energies, just by being in this space, releasing your resistance, releasing the miasmic buildups in your biofield and your template, allowing your eternal being to come in, running the frequencies, connecting into the crystal cavern conscious energies that align with your pod space, and just there's a whole dynamics to this. You're also aligning with a lot of the frequencies and activations coming in, but in a way that's easier on your body. Okay. So feeling into your pod space consciousness again, feeling your pod coming back up around you. And just really aligning and feeling all this wonderful energies that you worked with today, aligning yourself deeper into your eternal being, feeling more and more who you are, Dha Yha TEI. And just to kind of ground and stabilize down into your Nomi Earth Core Seed Field. Feeling the connection a bit back into your physical body. Feeling the energies vibrating and oscillating throughout your cellular structure. And you'll start noticing as well the more you work with these energies, the more you sit with any resistance that you may have, and you noticed it today as you sat with the resistance, breathing the pillar energies. Feeling it releasing. As you realign, begin to see how everything fits together. Releasing the phase lock, second creation finite thinking. As the pillar energy rebalances the areas you're focusing on, you can see the situation with a new awareness. As your core, God Source First Eternal, Dha Yha TEI, Humiwi Este It. Knowing everything fits together in the whole of existence, we learn to be with the situation, breathe into the stillness of the moment, and you gain healing and clarity about yourself and the world around you. You start to see glimpses of how the events are all conscious aware energy and how we all flow through each other. In areas of resistance, there is phase lock. Phase lock means no expansion and no contraction, no breathing, no renewal, and eventually living the illusion of second creation mechanics, of the finite death and stagnation, of our two Torus flowers of life. In the stillness of the now breathing, the life of our being into the resistance, life is renewed. Be mindful of being in your pod space and in your physical body. Feeling yourself moving back and forth between your physical body and your pod space. You can practice throughout the day going back and forth between your pod space and your physical 3D space. Again, follow your guidance to incorporate yoga, dance, song, art, and other forms of movement and expansion to bring out your authentic expression of being. You now stand in your personal power of being. In this place, there is no need for control, manipulation, aggressiveness, or anxiety. Yet, when you find yourself there, breathe in your pillar of peace to dissolve the disharmonic discord. All those perspectives mean there is a belief in lack. How can there be lack when you are the source of everything? Take this presence with you throughout the day. Be aware of your body and simultaneously being in the source's core. In this space, we can re-examine today's challenging issues to see with clarity and spirit new ways to heal and change personally within the holographic world you create around you. Again, breathing yourself back into your physical body. When I count to 3 and snap my fingers, feeling fully awake, aware, integrating fully and completely the energy, the activations, feeling grounded and stable within your body, within the chair, within the floor beneath you, the air. 1, 2, 3. You take a moment to come back, wiggling those fingers and toes, stretching. You can, if you so choose, if you'd like to do a private session, you're more than welcome. harmonizingjourney.com, private HJR sessions. To go delve deeper, if you found there was areas that you were struggling with, we can focus in on them and work on them. Once you really work through a lot of those areas you were stuck, and you really find that you're really grounded and stabilized, we can then do work to move up the integral bridge, pillar bridge, and we can do what's called going into soul retrieval and work to get parts of yourself that are stuck in phantom out, and what needs to be done with them, and what parts can be integrated back, and what needs to do kind of a Christic, Lewis, I always forget what it's called. Oh, you forgot to. A Christic space dust return. So, but it's different than the normal space dust return because of the mechanics that we're working with. It's the original mechanics that created the whole everything so that we work with of the light body structure. Because that's what's really going space dust return. Not you, not your plasma spirit body. That part does not go space dust return. Just the light body creation that you created when you came as a Christ from the Christ star consciousness. And then you can work with all kinds of stuff with your ray of earth and connecting in there and creating your double part, your part of yourself that you'll be evolving into. And whatever else is personal to you in that. Did you want to add anything before I move on to the next Great Keeper stuff? So just on the private session? Yeah.
I was just going to say, as I was kind of going in deeper, if anyone that might have been worried that they might not have got there or kind of something, I was just looking along the shoreline and I saw nice 2 little pod spaces just right next to each other on the shoreline on the beach. So if anyone's worried, you got there. So well done.
Yeah, and we'll also in a minute, if anybody would like to share in the chat. Actually, while I'm talking, if you want to put it in the comments, anything you'd like to share about your experience would be really awesome. We'd really like to hear about it and talk about it. And we have the HJR Great Keepers Community Membership Program. So, and there's a very easy, organized process that one can go through to build up their Mashayahana Purasalon pod space consciousness, clearing, aligning, moving their way up into Urea Earth, and then being able to do the live journeys, bi-weekly journeys. Everybody's welcome to the monthly discussion, hourly discussion. And usually by the point you get comfortable with doing that, we'll do a little mini orientation, kind of introduce you, answer any questions that you may have, although you can also PM me with questions as well. And we also have a Discord chat, or Discord HJR Grid Keepers private chat that you can interact with the group there as well. And we have like a wide range of different topics. And I don't know, do you want to talk anything about that, Lewis?
Ooh, about the Grid Keepers.
Yes. As he goes like this.
Grid Keepers is really for somebody that wants to go up to the next level. Maybe you started through New Age and came to KS. Maybe you're still in New Age and you found your way here. Grid Keepers is really for the people that pretty much want to take self-responsibility for their own ascension, pretty much. And you will get there. You will. And kind of working with the pod space, kind of what I've kind of noticed is you come in originally, your pod status starts very, very basic. Then as you start to work with the techniques, start doing the journeys and things, and just using it more overall, the more that you start bringing in your planetary morphogenetic field template in, you start to create more and more, it really starts to grow. And it becomes like a multi-purpose toolbox in a lot of different ways. It becomes this giant house. And you'll have many different rooms that you can kind of go in that will have different purposes. So yeah, it is just really rewarding. We're a wonderful community. We're very supportive. It's wonderful just seeing all the things that we pick up, all the information. So we'd just love to have you here, generally.
Yes, for sure. Thank you. And just something that came into my mind to sort of add as well when connecting into Urea Earth. There has been a kind of what's been built the past 6 months to a year has been an integration of what we call the Urea Alhambra Crystal Cathedral Complex. So that's even more intensifying the energy of how Urea Earth interfaces with the Aurora Earth into our reality to really build up the quantum. And so the more you can connect it to the cathedral, that really helps people out to really align and recalibrate.
We've got a comment as well.
I see that. So let's see. Show. We were drawn straight into the space and felt them working on our crown and root. Thank you for the journey today. So there was a group of you, so that's awesome. Okay, cool. YK Fico? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay. And then for those that, I'm kind of the person that when I hear a new modality, I may experience a little bit, I'm like, okay, where's the book? So I have a book, the HJR Grid Keeper's Handbook. So if you just want to purchase the book and go through the book and go through my YouTube or also my website, Harmonizing Journey blog, HJR blog, has also all the work that I've done on there too. And you can do the personal work if you want to go that route. Yeah. So just kind of opening it up randomly. Trust in life now. Life is the holographic world you create around you. You are not a victim to anything but what you give your power to. So trust in life is really trust in yourself. Life is not something imposed on you to survive or learn from. Life is the reflection of what you are manifesting in every now moment you breathe. Trust in the process of unfolding of your thought program creations now. So, going on to harmonizingjourney.com website, the private sessions page has links for Lulu to purchase either the paperback or the PDF. The Grid Keepers has a spot that you can do the same. So it's very easy. Okay. And Waking in Elenia book series. Newly inspired sci-fi fantasy series about who you are as a spiritual being living in a multidimensional bio-spiritual existence. So there's a again, harmonizingjourney.com, Waking Elenia series page. You can, my preference is Lulu. No matter where you're at in the world, you can purchase the books through Lulu. If you live in the United States, you can utilize Amazon to purchase it. So again, let's towards them. I'm hoping I'm not opening at the same page, but anyway, we'll see. Running towards him, she called out his name, heard nothing. Oh, please do not be dead, she thought as she knelt before him. She touched his face with her hand, moving it down to his throat to feel for a pulse. She could feel a faint pulse as Eshwa began to moan. Tears of release welled up in her eyes as Kara leaned back on her knees, surveying the scene. It was a rather large tree that was uprooted, the life slowly ebbing from it. Kara tried lifting up on the tree without any success as she remembered her aching shoulder. Kara closed her eyes, knowing that she had to calm down and relax and connect with the tree. In other words, a tree had fallen on Eshwa. She began breathing slowly and deeply until she found her quiet spot within. Kara's hand seemed to have a life of its own as it moved towards the trunk of the tree. The energy burned through her arm into the trunk of the tree. She pulled the tree up into the air and at the same moment placed it back down away from Eshwa. She had only practiced moving small objects as a child, never something as large as a tree. So, it's a little bit out of the book. This was written pre-cataclysmic Tara, our harmonic universe 2, our angelic self, soul level. And this one is, let's see, I can probably, is more modern day Earth in around 2012. So it's a very fun traveling in the inner Earth portals and activating, and she's the key. The main character is the key activator. Her activations and becoming awake and realizing who she really is and her connection to Tara and just who she is as a spiritual being and how all the characters kind of interplay with that. And we have our Ganado in the center of the image there, kind of an Ishanue. He's definitely, if you're kind of wanting to know Aurora Earth being, that would be him. Okay. Lewis, is there anything you would like to add?
Anyone that really enjoys the Voyages book, you're going to really enjoy this. Especially with Voyages, especially as you read it, it does bring up memories and all this other kind of stuff. It does. At least with this book, I've really found that it's a really big compliment to the Voyages book. It brings up a lot of the memories itself, and it progressively starts to... Oh, wow. That hurt. I don't know what else.
Did you just face out?
No. I just did something sounded like a bleed bike or something.
Oh, yeah. You heard that. Yes. It was a motorcycle. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's not good. But yeah, I was just kind of saying both books are really a compliment to each other. And Breaking to Alani really does start to bring in the memories of Tara. And it's quite interesting because I remember reading it and I'm getting all these kind of pictures in my head. I don't know if it was actually post-cataclysm Tara or whatever, but I remember just kind of seeing these big skyscrapers in the air and just like these big waves of water just hitting it, and you could see this group of guardians on top and things. So I don't know what the book was doing, but it was activating something.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. And just before we finish complete Harmonizing Journey schedule, HJR Insights Terror Show, is it next Tuesday or the following Tuesday? I think we have another week in between, don't we? Anyway, the 31st at 8 p.m. EDT, aligning with the Crystal Spiral Energy Forecast for April. And then we have for the April schedule, Master of Keylonta Episode 6, April 7th at 8 p.m. EDT, Self-Love, pages 19 through 24 of Postures of Love, Steps Towards Joy. And the PDF, actually for both of the classes, are harmonizingjourney.com HJR seminars page. You scroll down and you'll see the PDFs for that, as well as the information and links for the classes themselves. Introduction to Keylonta Episode 7, the 14th, 8 p.m. And they're all Tuesdays at 8 p.m. EDT. The Council Domains Part 3. I couldn't remember what Council Domains Part 3 was what I was talking about earlier in this session. Okay, we're over time here. So thank you so much for all that joined today. Very much especially for today. I appreciate it. It means a lot, because if nobody showed, honest to God, I wasn't going to do this. So I really appreciate you guys showing up, and also appreciate the future people watching the recording, because you are part of the session as well, tuning into the energy that was built up through the people that joined today. And is there anything you want to say in conclusion, Luz?
Thank you for joining.
All right. Love you guys. I'm sorry, Luz, are you going to say more?
I was just going to say, I hope to see them at the Grid Keepers.
That would be really awesome. That would be so fun. The more people that can join, the more of a shield we can create and really build something, right? Really build a beautiful future. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.